Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Farm Sim 25. And we're here on Riverview. So I had a few issues. I had a couple of crashes with it. In fact, just after I recorded that first episode, I climbed in the big Deutz tractor, and basically the instant I climbed in, everything froze up. So I've gone through, I should have parked that closer to the road, now I'm going to have to drive on my beans. Whoa, come on, nothing but trees. Okay, this is really difficult to see. I removed most of what you would consider script mods. As I didn't really have any of the equipment mods throwing errors. The script mods weren't throwing errors either, but they are the more likely to be what's going to cause issues, you know? So, yeah, it didn't seem like a bad plan to maybe just get them out of the way. But, so far, you know, yeah, I know, the ever-familiar curse of the commentator. But so far, we seem to be doing alright. A couple of rather awkward camera angles here. Alright. So yeah, we kind of have to start with some harvesting right off the get-go. So let's make sure this works for us. Well, yeah, it's about the only reason I use it, so you better show them lines. You're not. Huh. Well, that's interesting. How about if we turn it off? Well, off works. Alright, well, it doesn't appear that we're going to have the privilege of the lines. So let's make sure our swathing of the straw is turned on. Other than that, well, looks like we go old school. And just beat up. Oh, there we go. There's lines. They just didn't want to. Oops. Oh no, I made a mess of the straw. Oh no. They didn't want to show up until we were well into the field. Wowzer. So I did swap a little bit of gear over. I decided with the mowers, like I said, when I was looking at that MacDon unit, I was under the impression that it had, well, a lot more going for it, shall we say, than it actually does. Because yeah, as we saw, none of those attachments were actually for that. They were just general harvester attachments. So I went with Chrome, I believe. A set of Chrome mowers. So, I mean, nice enough, your standard thing. The rears are 10 meters, the front is just over 3. You know, not, again, as it doesn't really matter as long as it covers the hole between the rears. It can be any size it wants, right? So yeah, that is now sitting in there. I have put the bring the shop to the farm mod. So just actually right there by that fuel tank that you see, that's where our shop is currently residing. along with the horribly grotesque fuchsia arrows that it places upon the ground. Yeah, never one of my favorite colors, I'm afraid. I'm not one of these anti-pink, oh, it's not a manly color. There are some pinks that I like. That is never one of them. I think it's because I'm a fan of the color purple, and fuchsia is just like a slap in the face to purple. So, yeah, anyway, now you understand a little bit of, well, just how insane I actually am, I suppose. I think this thing will hold, ooh, nice tilt on it, I like that. I think it holds about 8,000 liters, this particular harvester. This is our first punch at it. I haven't used this particular model. I sold off one of the tractors. I don't really see the point in us having 3 tractors, even if we get heavy into contracts, which I should probably have one going while we're doing this, but even if we got heavily into contracts, having one of our tractors in a contract, having borrowed gear in a contract, still leaves the other tractor for us, right? And if we don't have anything in particular to do, then, well, we can put both tractors towards contracts. So yeah, I did sell off the one of the tractors. I kept the Dutes, of course, because I really like Dutes tractors. And I kept the little Fendt because, well, there wasn't much difference. You know what I mean? Like, alright, so it's thinking we only needed one headland. I'm thinking with those trees, they're wrong. So, I'm just gonna shave another headland off this end. Right? I'll use the blue is our edge marker for the blades. There we go. That should keep me relatively straight. And then we can start doing the up and down thing. Now, of course, we do have that very nice bale shed storage thing going on, so we'll have a good place for our stuff. So what do we got here? A half line? Oh yeah, okay. I mean, fair enough, I'm sure that when they make the fields, they don't go, well, he's going to use this type of harvester, so we have to make the field in, match increments of that. Well, no, we don't. Because I might upgrade this to one that's another 2.5 meters, 3 meters wide, and that would throw their entire thing right out the window. So, I think we'll probably, windrow these together. We do have a little round baler that came with the farm, so nice enough unit, good enough for our needs, certainly. Although, I mean, we've come to a point with this farm. I've noticed that just about everything is not used. It's well used. Like a lot of our kit is sitting at about 40% of its proper performance, So that's not particularly grand. And the baler is one of them. It's, not at all on the high end. It's going to require a little bit of repairs. Now, I noticed City Farmer, big shout out, link in the description down below to his channel, I had put in a mod where you could adjust the amount of maintenance required, because it is. I don't know. I mean, do I own several $1 million worth of farm equipment that I can make this assessment with any assertiveness? No, but it feels like it's too much freaking money. It's like every time you take something out of a shed, it costs you $1,000 to fix it up. So yeah, I didn't. Again, because I'm sort of going for the stability on this thing because it wasn't that great. Sort of like the turning radius on this harvester, Yeah, it turns, but so does the moon around the Earth, and nobody's going to say that's got tight cornering. But yeah, I didn't want to add any more immediate script mods to the game until I see how it's actually performing. Because including the dudes, I mean that was 2 crashes with half an hour's usage of the map, and that's well, not terribly acceptable, to be completely honest. Not at all. So we do have a decent little trailer. By guppies, eh? This is pretty fancy. I mean, look at that. That's, see how the rear wheels are automatically adjusting their height as we go along? That is downright freaking awesome, man. Sort of ensures you have a perfect view at all. Oh, okay. View at all times of your cutting head. From in the cab, although to be honest with you. Well, I guess with the steer assist it's not bad, but I find that 9 times out of 10. Your actual view of the edge, they want to put all these screens in here. So I'm sure handy enough when you're actually driving the thing, but yeah. And in real life, they're likely adjustable to some degree. I would hope. I like that joystick. Man, that's one gamery looking piece of stuff, isn't it? But, so you could tilt it or something and actually be able to see the last, oh. Well, I'll not be knowing how far before that runs out. Okay, I'll assume we've done it. Oh, we do an 84%. Well, this might be the one. And yeah, it is 8,000 liters by the look of it. It's not bad. A little bit of an improvement over what we used on the last map. Well, I'm thinking, I believe the pipe comes out that side. So I think when we get to the top of the hill here, even if we're not quite full, then we're going to stick the pipe out and go find our tractor. The reason I always roll it backwards, yep, the pipe is on that side, is just so you don't end up with quite as hideous a hump at the end of the row, right? And it spreads it out to about here. Here you can see where it's a little bit thicker from here up. So yeah, that's the only reason I do that. But yeah, look at the amount of lift on there. Huh. I don't see the mechanism that actually does it. So I guess it doesn't force it down, it actually pulls it up. Kind of have to if all the mechanism's hid inside. Well, here's a thought. Am I actually going to be able to get back to... No. Okay. You'll not be going that way. Well, I don't know if I'm a fan of that. I'd kind of like to be able to come into this from more than one place. So... Oh. That was before the final save that I kept. Looks like we be needing a chainsaw saw. So we will buy these still. Yes. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Alright. That's pretty darn convenient. Now I suppose I could put a gate in there if I want it to be, you know, make it as obtrusive but still useful. Alright, let's worry about that another time. I stuck a little bit of the old free water to go along with our trailer. Now this trailer is not the stock one. It is actually a modded one for this map. So something you gotta kind of watch for when you go to pick your tools. It holds a few more products, which I take it are unique to this map. Probably something to do with that really weird BGA up the hill. Now, I think before we take our sweet little dudes too far, we're gonna roll it up to our handy dandy workshop. Yes, something I did think needed added. And we are going to, yeah, look at that, $8,000. Yes. But, I mean, that's the condition the tractor was in when we started the farm. So, you know, it's made up for. I think if we sold the half a dozen pallets of eggs that it was nice enough to leave us with, for instance, that would I have no idea where the trailer is. That would probably make up for what it costs for the repairs on a couple of these things anyway. Don't think there's anything down here. Well, except the header trailer. I think we have a trailer. I think it's a pretty nice one. Like it's one of them half shell things. Oh, you know what? Is this a built-in workshop? No, it's not. Oh, it is too. Crap. Oh well, we can sell that other thing. It's replaceable. We'll get all of our money back. So, cool. Let's, I might have been thinking of the other map. I don't see a trailer. Huh. So, I mean, it's only 10K, but, you know, there's no point if there's no point. Let's have a look up the hill. Now, I'm pretty sure up here there's either a forage wagon or a silage wagon. And a silage press. But I think this is a forage wagon. And why we have forage... Oh, I guess... Well, no, it still doesn't... Yeah, that is a forage wagon, definitely. Huh. You know what? I don't think I have a trailer. And again. Bredel, no. Oh, we have the lizard dragon. That's right. Problem is, I mean, it only holds 7,600 liters. It won't even empty that harvester. I mean, it'll hold and move around a lot of stuff, but so I'm not going to sell it right off. But no, I think this thing, which is of course the forage wagon, is the only thing even close to a trailer we have. Wow. All right, that seems an odd thing to leave out of the group of must-haves, but there you are. Trailers. Okay. I am a fan of this, but yeah, what it'll actually hold is not great. You know, 12.1 cubic meter as opposed to even this guy for $500 or $1,000 less. Dang near here. No, it's only 500. It's 35.5. For $500 less, holds much more. Of course, there's this. It's a mod, but ooh, 40 square, and it holds everything. It's not cheap, but again, it's one of those deals. You know, if you get a decent one, it'll do you all the way through. And I think this is just that. So let's grab it. No, the only thing I do see here is that this is going to be a real pain a la butt should we decide we need to empty a stone picker. Right? This is actually a tight corner. There we go. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Got a little bit of oversteer there. Alright. Excellent. Okay. With that, let's suck the old pipe back in. Oh, I didn't get it all. There's still another 62 liters. Whoops. Ah, man. Alright. Nonetheless. Probably wouldn't have killed me to do an extra headroom up here as well, an extra headland up here. Headroom to the max. Okay. Let's continue with our wheaty goodness. Oh, they are calling for rain. Uh-oh. We've got a fair bit of work here before we can I'm going to reduce us to 1x from 5 for our time. because I really don't want that rain to come on till we're done harvesting, because, well, you know, there's the whole you don't harvest in the rain thing, right? And although we are almost done this field, we do have another entire field to go. We're only one row away. Very nice. I'm not sure how long we have before those bean fields are ready. Now, again, the harvesters, I can't see you'd ever pay one of those things off unless you basically just kept planting after planting after planting, and probably turning these two fields as well into bean fields, you know. And if there were available harvests, of course, because they are well over the 400,000 mark. In fact, they're more than 4.5. So, quite a lot of money. It is going to cost us a bit of a chunk to lease one to do our fields. But, yeah, I thought about it, and even if it ends up costing us, you know, as much as we harvest, I think we're still going to have to go with the lease. And besides, I don't have $400,000. I'm sure we could do some contracts or something and make it up, but we're not going to be going that route right away. We've got our own work to tend to. We haven't even looked at the animals, really. You know, they are all at a level of feed, right? None of the facilities, neither of the cow barns nor the gigantic chicken coop, were left lacking. So we have a little bit of time to deal with them, right? Okay. That's it, eh? Huh? No, it's not. Oh, it is. Okay. I don't know. I must have been looking at the straw underneath, but when I looked up, I thought I saw there was still a bunch inside there, but there's not. So good-o. Now, I'm not sure which silo is, well, you know, a silo. Oh, actually, that's wheat as well, isn't it? So we should probably just, hang around. There you go. Perfect. Now, yeah, that's quite the tilt this thing will manage. That's impressive as heck, man. Alright, pipe it in. Boy, that one tree is just kind of a nuisance, isn't it? Mainly because I parked where we need to drive, but I'm going to blame it on the tree. Because, well, let's see it win an argument with me. There we go. That's a weird noise. What the heck that is? It almost sounds like one of those door stopper things, the little springy ones, you know? But it's outside. I don't know. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is call the episode here. Well, as you can see, this is just going to be pretty much the exact same thing we just did. So, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember, hit that like button. It helps out a bunch. And until next time, do take good care of each other, folks. And ciao for now.